For those of you who aren't familiar with Vancouver traffic, and especially for those of you who are, I'm going to take you on a little trip through Vancouver North Shore Run during the pandemic. This is taken at 10:17 in the morning. I'm doing 111 kilometers an hour, just approaching the First Avenue exit. Normally at this time of day, we're bumper to bumper through here, and if you look, there's just absolutely no one. We're approaching the Cathcr tunnel and the Hastings Street exit, and I've seen this um, where I'm down to 10 kilometers an hour, stop and go all the way along. Cathcr tunnel, again, just a complete breeze, nothing along here at all. Don't slacken speed a bit. Please don't tell the RCMP that I was doing 112 kilometers in a whatever the heck this is zone, but nobody seems to be I mean, there's just nobody here. Um, this particular drive from Squamish to Vancouver and then back again in the to Vancouver for Gordon's appointment, then back again in the evening to go home. It was just such a painful trip. My neck hurt so bad at the end from shaking my head in wonder. We're going to transition now to the way home, and the first thing you'll see is a black overhead sign that usually tells you the delay to Lionsgate Bridge. The sign's out. Doesn't even say no delay. And we've just switched over. We're looking now at the coming up to the Taylor Way exit. And I've seen traffic for the Second Narrows Bridge, the Ironworkers Memorial, backed up all the way to here. Today I can see 3 cars going in the same direction I am. So for a total of 4. We're doing 102 kilometers along here. I think it's an 80 zone, might be down to 70, I don't know. But as you can see, that's basically flow of traffic. So I'm not particularly worried here. Coming around the corner, we're going to be approaching the curve at the Cap River Bridge. And this particular curve is quite sharp, and a lot of people seem pathologically incapable of making their cars go around a corner without getting frightened. And so it's it speed limit's 80. We just passed the sign. Oh, there's another one. And I've seen us down to 30, 40 kilometers for this corner here. Just stunning. And you can see there's a guy here puts his brakes on. And if you can't make this corner at well, I'm doing 100 kilometers an hour without using your brakes, maybe you ought to rethink this whole business of driving. Anyway, to make a long story short, here we are approaching the Second Narrows Bridge. And again, this time of day, it's 10 to 6 p.m., 1748 for those of you who are in Europe. It's actually 1748 wherever you are. And we're coming up on the Second Narrows Bridge, Ironworkers Memorial Bridge. This is quite typically bumper to bumper through here, at least to the center of the bridge, which we'll see in a moment. I've never seen traffic this light at this time of day. Um, we've just I keep repeating myself over and over again, but it's just stunning. You can see a bus in this shot. Transit has reduced their coverage by a whacking great amount, just because, like they're supposed to, people are staying home. The only reason I'm out here at all is that Gordon had a follow-up eye doctor appointment, so we had to take him in for that. I was actually kind of surprised they still did it. We're going to transition now to these the Cathcr tunnel, and again, here we are approaching it again this time of night. Now, the thing I forgot to point out was not just the traffic going our direction that's so light. North Shore is a bedroom community, and normally the traffic at this time of night going the other way is bumper to bumper and solid. So we come out of the Cathcr tunnel here. You can see what the traffic's like going the other way. There's just none. After the First Avenue exit, we get into what's called the Burnaby Lake stretch of Highway 1. And from here till for the next 15 kilometers, it's normally quite solid. This sign here says that it's 18 minutes to 200th Street, and that's the lowest